Maybe we'll start with that. Yeah, let's start with Blish, shall we? While we wait here for the Cathedral of Eternal Radiance, let's talk about my BLISH HUD. So, as you can see, my BLISH HUD is really different from what you might be expecting. Right now, I use BLISH HUD almost every time. If I want to check an event, I just need to press Alt E, and it shows me the event timers in game. And it will also, if I click it, it will also give me the waypoint to the spot. I'm not moving anything. It just tells me to not move the cursor, close the map to cancel, and I close the map to cancel because it was gonna teleport me to rear there. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that Blish can help you out with. Achievement tracking is also really good. Right now, I have the 21 different fish from the waterways of the Shiva Peaks. That's fishing in the Shiva Peaks. And if you press here, you can open the achievement in the wiki. Yeah, these are my modules. I'm not using every single one of them. As you can see, Discord Reach Presence is disabled. The Event and Metas Observer is also disabled. Loading screens is disabled, and this one is quite good actually. I quite enjoy this one. This gives you little hints or little mini games to do while in the loading screens. But it becomes kind of a pain in the ass because every time you are on a vista or watching a cutscene, it gets in front of you. That's why I took it off. But apart from that, it's really fun. The timers, it's the one that I'm actually using to check timers of fractals, strikes, everything. Yeah, that comes right there. Achievement tracker is this one that I've just shown you. With the achievements, you can open up this panel, or you can open up the achievement panel on the Blish itself with all the achievements that you find in Guild Wars 2. Also, you can have on the timers, you can have timers for the current map. You can also have a squad tracker, which is one of the modules I also have, which is squad tracker. Squad tracker is quite good, and I might actually show you guys myself using it, because you can define roles for each member of your squad, and you can keep up who's doing quickness, alacrity, and healing quite easily. There's the mounts. So I am kind of experimenting with it. I might not be using this bar at all. So this is kind of an experiment because I use the same thing. It's the same add-on. You can set this up. Actually, I'll show it to you guys. You can set this up. This is the mounts, and you can actually take off the display manual icons there, and you can choose the orientation and the position however you want. You can put it vertically if you wish. Enable dragging is to drag it and position it wherever you wish. Okay, so yeah, there's that. But I actually use the most. Let me just put it back up. I actually use the most the radial wheel of mounts. But man, these add-ons are really useful. If you don't use them, well, I highly recommend that you do. So the radial is this one. You can choose which mount is the middle one. I always have my sky scale there on the middle, which in case I want to get on my sky scale, I'll just press the button for the wheel there, which currently is my R key. And then you can also have all the mounts on the wheel. You can choose which mounts are on the wheel and which mounts are not on the wheel. If you are in combat, you can actually just load up the mount, and you can see I didn't press anything. The mount just came up back up because I actually loaded up with the mount wheel. So if you are in combat, you can load the mounts, and as soon as you get out of combat, your character will mount up basically. But yeah, that's the mounts add-on, or modules should I say. Mounts right there. Mist War is something I should actually show off later on a later stream. Mouse cursor is the one that you are currently seeing. There's a lot of mouse options here. You can put to show only during combat, which can be quite useful. Um, and show above blish is also quite good for me as well. And this is really nice to always have your mouse in sight, because it can get quite scuffed visually in the middle of metas or strikes. Quick surrender is a button that will show up right over here, so that you can just GG automatically once you press that button. And then there's squad tracker as well, which I have already shown you. Quill of the Mist is quite fun, but I don't have it enabled. It's some sort of Dark Souls message on the floor type of thing. But yeah, Fishing Buddy, yeah, that's the last one that I really want to talk about. Fishing Buddy, for any of you that really like to fish, Fishing Buddy is the one that shows me the time of day with that icon on the corner, on the top corner on my minimap right there. You can actually drag this and put it wherever you wish. I kind of enjoy having there because I don't use the plus and the minus to zoom out or zoom in on the map. I just use the scroll wheel, so I don't actually mind losing the side of that. And inside you can actually choose if you want it on the upper or beneath it. You can actually choose to show up how longer it is, how long it takes to change the time. So in 12 minutes it's gonna be day again. So, oh, by the way, on the fishing tracker as well, you can set this up, and this will show you every single fish you caught on the area. You can decide to, the ones that are crossed, you can decide to hide them. I actually prefer to have them on site, and it will show you up which ones are missing. And if you put your cursor above them, it actually shows you at what time of day you can grab them, where you can grab them, and which is their favorite bait. It's quite useful. All of this comes from BLISH. BLISH is a single add-on with several different modules incorporated on it, and that works very well with ARCDPS. And now ARCDPS is another thing that I really want to talk about because, well, as you can see, my ARCDPS is this. Self-stats, damage. There I can see my damage and my healing. Here you can always, at all times during the stream, you can always check my damage and my healing. But here you can check the squad's damage. So here you're gonna see my name, SkyRif, because I'm not on a squad right now. But if we join up with a squad, it will show up the top 10 players in terms of DPS. So yeah, and the amount that they're doing, I actually prefer to have it very subtle, the numbers, because the bars will fill automatically. If you mouse over, you can actually see the type of damage that they do and what's the targets that they, well, you can see all this type of info. The font, I actually used a Mela video. Mela is also a streamer on Twitch for Guild Wars, in case you don't know. Mela did a video for YouTube where he showed up how to set up different fonts for ARCDPS. And I actually used that, and I used the Guild Wars 2 logo font, which I think blends in very well with the UI of the game. I chose to hide the background by putting a transparent color on it, and yeah, that's it. That's basically everything. Oh, I also have the toggle characters here. I can change character pretty easily. Yeah.